Good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever you're watching this, VOD viewers, and hello. Good, well, it's not quite noon yet. I'm playing Celeste for the first time. I've never played it before. Ooh, I really like this UI. Look at those bouncy letters. Very modern and unique and aesthetically pleasing. Make sure all my microphone stuff is set correctly. Alright. I'm excited. People have recommended this game to me many, many times since its release in 2018. And I have not played it at all yet. So this is 100% my first time. Oh, I didn't even realize this had like 3D graphics in it at all. This is it, Trixie. Just breathe. Why are you so nervous? Well, I'm doing a live stream and playing a hard game at the same time. So, you know. Alright. Big snow. Cool. Can I read this sign? Do I have a read button? Doesn't seem like it. Ooh, big icy block. Ooh. Nope, not yet. Okay. Oh, I can climb. Oh, well, let's go back there. Hello. Birdies. Cute. This is immediately like just top tier. The game feel is fucking off the charts. It feels so good. Very immersive with the controls. Excuse me, ma'am. The sign out front is busted. Is this the mountain trail? You're almost there. It's just across the bridge. By the way, you should call someone about your driveway. The ridge collapsed and I nearly died. If my driveway almost did you in, the mountain might be a bit much for you. Well, if an old bat like you can survive out here, I think I'll be fine. Suit yourself. But you should know Celeste Mountain is a strange place. You might see things. Things you ain't ready to see. You should seek help, lady. I like it. Can I climb her house? No, it doesn't seem like it. Can I take her axe? No. Well, no going back. Uh-oh. Birdie. Oh. Perfect. You can do this. I believe. I believe I can do this. Well, I am going to go ahead and let everybody who has showed up to the stream now know that as I play this game, if you want me to rant about something, send a super chat, $5, and say whatever you want me to rant about in the super chat, and I'll rant about it. MM says, I liked your LGBTN plus because I dislike the Q word and I don't think it's really necessary. Yeah, I don't know a lot of people who self-identify as queer specifically. It's I think, I mean, I guess it's kind of similar to non-binary as like a catch-all, I don't know, I'm not cis or whatever type phrasing, but yeah, I wanted to emphasize non-binary just specifically because the main character of that manga is non-binary. If anybody's not sure what we're talking about, oh, this music is fucking delightful. I have it a little too loud, but it's gonna be actually somewhat difficult for me to maintain remembering to talk and not just like gawk at this game. Forgot I could dash. Oh, I get like snowburned or something. Frostbitten. Oh, that was neat. Don't have to completely touch it, I guess. Oops. Okay. Add. This is like playing You Have to Win the Game taken to its final form. If anybody knows that indie game. A little bit of VVV mixed in. Whoa. That felt lucky. House. Somebody's living in a really precarious part of this mountain. Oops. Ooh. I probably should have seen that coming. Really fast. Oh, okay. Jeez. It's not just a watch, it's a symbol. Ooh. No. Do they come back? Are you beach ready? Do you get insomnia? Yes, I have always gotten insomnia. I just don't have a very normal, like, circadian rhythm, I guess. Like, I don't tend to fall asleep and wake up at the same times every day. Occasionally I will get into a rhythm for a little while, but it usually ends up getting disrupted and changed at some point. Right now I'm totally, like, just sleeping at, like, random times. To the extent that it's not easy to keep track of what day I did stuff on. I don't really know how to get through here. What am I doing wrong? Probably I need to attach to this, like, drop and attach to that wall and then boost over from there, maybe? Not up. How's the Lucky Star rewatch going? It's done. I am currently in the editing stage, so that video should be out tomorrow. Anime Alphabet is always supposed to come out on the 4th of the month. Just some of the projects got out of hand long. I'm not really sure how the hell to make it past this bit, actually. Maybe I need to get onto the other side of this thing quicker. Like, no, I don't. They just can't boost. I can't boost again. I'm definitely missing something here. Oh wait, duh. That's what I need to do. I was overthinking it. Okay. Come to me, strawberry. Damn it. Ah! Well. Oh, didn't expect that. Well, this is the kind of moment I'd love to have something to rant about. If anybody has anything at all you'd like me to rant about, please let me know. Can't imagine a better state of mind for a rant. I feel bad about missing that strawberry, but ooh. Kiralu with $5. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Rant about the STEM player, lol. Also, please turn mic audio up. Okay. Test. I'll also turn the game audio down because I have it kind of loud for compared to how I usually do. I assume you mean the Kanye, or rather the Ye West STEM player. It's honestly a really interesting device because I don't own one myself, but Vizier Riley owns 3, and it is the only proper way to hear Donda 2, the album. Like, it is specifically arranged a certain way on there that it's not arranged anywhere else, and which, having listened to it through the STEM player, I was like, yeah, okay, this album is definitely best this way. And like, the idea of it is really fascinating because basically you can change the mix on the fly. It's got like 4 different sliders on it, so like you will like you could take each slider and like increase or decrease the amount of like the vocals, the bass, the the mids or the highs, and it's surprisingly good. Like, I mean, I guess the album was probably balanced around it, but like it's just like there are parts where there are certain songs that I think are like maybe a little too repetitive, or I don't like the way one element of the song sounds, but when you hear it differently and you can manipulate it yourself, you can literally make it sound better for yourself, and it's pretty fascinating. I know Cranberry Dave intends to make his own, make a mix of the album that he will then upload for us to listen to and review on the next Jittery Zeitgeist podcast. So that's going to be really interesting to hear what does Cranberry Dave think this album should sound like, and to review the Cranberry Dave take of Donda 2, because frankly, it's closer to the real thing than anything that's online. So yeah, it's a fascinating project for sure. And the whole Donda 2 live performance was also like a thing to have seen, because it like was a really impressive idea but didn't really execute right, so it ended up being like just so bizarre. Especially Marilyn Manson, who had no idea what the fuck he was doing there, just kind of standing there looking awkward. Anyway, I've gotten off the topic of the STEM player, but yeah, I think it's really neat. I would not buy one myself, probably, because I can just like do that kind of like I know how to use the tools, the proper tools to just do that. But I think empowering people who don't, who like maybe haven't thought about music that way yet is a really big part of what makes it interesting. That like we're entering an age where common music listeners have a conception of stems. Like, that's new, Money with $5. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Got anything on Key the Metal Idol? I always thought it had some interesting ideas in a kind of weird, often clunky package. I agree. I think the character design is incredibly strong, and that is like what has, like, the key visuals of the series have held up really well, and I think that is a big part of why we all kind of like want to love it, because it's like, Key is such a appealing character and a good idea for a character, and the image of her like coming out of that exo suit or whatever that like was used in all the advertisements looks awesome. I don't remember it actually coming up in the show, but it's the type of series where it basically just gets bogged down in like too much lore and exposition and ideas and like all this, like, it's just not greatly written, it's an issue a lot of original anime face, of having lots of cool ideas, having really strong key visuals, but then just not having a strong writer who can bring it all together into something that's, you know, coherent. This memorial dedicated to those who perished on the climb. Well, I've perished a few times, so I guess this is dedicated to me. I'm exhausted. But yeah, I did not finish Key the Metal Idol. I have the first DVD, which has like 7 episodes or something on it. It's got a lot. I watched all of those, and then I think I watched a couple more, but like I heard that the last few episodes were like just nothing but exposition dumps, and that scared me away from finishing it because I already was kind of losing interest. Again, it's just a show that like seems more interesting than it is, and it makes me wish that it was just written different. I don't know, it could use a reboot. That would be a great show to just get a reboot, honestly. This might have been a mistake. Languid Landscape Lad with $5. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Have you ever seen anything by Cartoon Saloon? Their visual style is incredible looking and their scripts tightly written. I don't think so, but I'll look into it to find out. The name doesn't ring a bell. Let's see. Ooh. This art style does look really cool. So, are these like the people who made The Secret of Kells, or are they just big fans of it? Because there's like a lino cut of it, and the art style looks a lot like that. I haven't seen that movie, but you know it's supposed to be quite good. And it looks like they also did Song of the Sea. Yeah, I have not seen any of their work, but it looks really awesome, so I'll probably get Bird to watch all these with me, because I think he'll actually watch them. Yes, this is my first time playing Muse of Salzburg. I've been recommended this game ever since it came out. I knew I would love it. I didn't want to buy it at full price. And so when it finally went on sale, I bought it. JNES with $5. How do you decide which kind of information you want to remember for the long term instead of forgetting it in the short term? I don't know if you can decide that. I don't know that I'm like making decisions. I think it's just however many times I end up referencing something is how much it's going to stick with me. I'm somebody who, like, I have stuff that's buried in my brain that isn't necessarily like accessible but can be brought up, you know, like if I'm listening to a Britney Spears song, I probably don't really remember the lyrics because I haven't listened to it since the 90s, but as I'm listening to it, it will start coming back to me and I'll be able to sing along, you know, and like, so that's where a lot of my memories hang, is in this space of like everything's in there. Like I feel like all my memories are still in there. It's just about finding a way to access them. And you know, I'm not always capable of well, it's kind of like I don't know what I know, if that makes sense. Like I have so much information stored inside my brain that I only find out that I remember things when they get triggered, when something brings that memory up, and then I go like, oh shit, that's right, I did do that. Oh fuck, I remember this. Or like, wow, I really went to that place actually. And you know, so yeah, I feel like I'm in a constant state of rediscovering information that's inside my head. Oh, right, this is a block. Man, okay, I understand how these are made to fuck with your brain now. Whoa. Neat. There's a mirror down there. And a strawberry. Okay. Not sure what the puzzle is here. But yeah, basically, my answer is I don't think I have that much control over what memories I have. It's all just in there waiting for it to be reaccessed. I also think that the more times a memory specifically is reaccessed, the more it degrades, and the more you start adding in your own interpretation into the memory. So there's like a certain danger of overthinking about something because you're turning it into something else. Yes. Yeah, I've that memory thing, my ability to recall stuff like that has always been just, that's something that my dad has always remarked on, is like, because my dad can't remember shit, so he's always like, well, okay, I shouldn't say that. My dad doesn't think he can remember shit, but he, like me, can access a lot of memories. They just have to be contextually brought up, and he's very bad at explaining his memories to other people. He's not a great storyteller. Whereas my mom is an amazing storyteller and remembers everything in excruciating detail. So when my mom tells a story about something that happened to her, it's like she's re-experiencing it all over again. And she can tell that story the exact same way over and over again, and probably will, because she wants to commit it all to memory in that way. And I'm not as likely to like retell a story over and over again, but I will kind of go over it in my head again and again if it's something that had like an impact, or I think there's a lesson I need to learn about myself from this experience I've had, you know. But when it comes to just like all the random tidbits and facts and shit like that, yeah, I've just always basically, if a piece of knowledge relates to a piece of knowledge I already have, then that's what's going to keep it in my brain. So like when it comes to anime creators and stuff like that, like I can bust out all these names of people and stuff because you know, I watched one show I liked, I learned who the director was, and then like from there, you know, you can I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Basically, just, yeah, the fact that the new data is connected to data I already have makes it easier to remember. I made it to the mirror. Uh-oh. There's a spooky me in the mirror. Uh-oh. Spooky me has shattered the mirror and run. And now we've got this. What is this? It's that. Cool. That's what I hoped it would be. Muse of Salzburg just sent $5 and says, what I meant to type was, what's the most surprised in a good way you've ever been with a sequel? Ooh. Ooh, good question. To think about that for a second. Like, okay, so these can still probably crush you, but you... I see. Oh. Really got to be careful with the direction. The most impressed positively... K-On! K-On Season 2. That's, like, the first season of K-On, I remember... I gave it a 9 out of 10, but the review I wrote of it was basically that, like... I felt it would have had more impact on me had I not already been like a big fan of Lucky Star and Hidamari's Sketch, and that like it didn't do anything as unique as those two shows in the first season. So I just kind of regarded it as like, you know, it's a really solid entry in the genre, but not one of like the pinnacles of it. And then when season 2 started, like it was almost immediately just like, wow, they really stepped up like everything, you know, and I came away from it, yeah, feeling like it was actually a classic and the best of the year, and actually better than the other shows I had been comparing it, you know, negatively to. So that's probably the most impressed I can remember being with a direct sequel. I'll try to think of another one. Shit. Oh, that was bad time. Nope. Too fast. Shit. Gotta stop looking over at the chat. I'm trying to think of another good sequel, like a really impressive one. I mean, the Star Wars movies, like the original trilogy, like the step up in quality between the first and second movie is pretty immense. I also think the third movie's great. I don't know why there's so many people who don't like it. I think it's just as good as the second one personally, but I also think it's the one that actually like has the most fulfilling like thematic resonance, you know. But whatever. Nonetheless, what are these about? I don't know what the point of this is. Not sure which way I need to go now. Maybe I went through here. I haven't done this, I guess. I don't know if I can do it from this side. Don't think so. They've already gone this way. Well. I guess that was just for the strawberry. Oops. Well, this was just for a strawberry also. But let's make sure we at least get the strawberry. Well. Oops. I shouldn't have dashed. Nope. Oops. Used my dash against the wall. Parusaro with $15. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Rant about how the new Coheed single Comatose sounds like a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas song. Am I spending $15 to say that sentence to someone else who will understand that sentence? Perhaps. Thank you very much, Paru. I'm going to go listen to it right now. But I already can kind of anticipate how this is going to be because... so I have heard the other couple songs from their new album. I'm going over there. Okay, so yeah, we've got... Shoulders, Rise Nanaisha, The Liars Club, and Comatose. And I remember, I thought Rise Nanaisha was okay. That was very like old school Coheed. It actually felt like a song I could have imagined them having written at practically any time. But then Shoulders was like this very like metalcore influenced. I was playing it in front of Bird and he literally asked if we were listening to Bring Me the Horizon. So alright, I'm gonna just listen to this. I'm gonna mute the desktop audio real quick so I can listen to this song without it playing through. Alright, I like this so far. This is actually pretty good. This actually sounds like a Coheed and Cambria song. So far. Alright, I gotta skip ahead to get to where it turns into a Fear and Loathing song. You know, I get what you mean, but I really do. I think it actually sounds very Coheed in a way that, like, these other songs actually don't. Like, it sounded like it could be off of No World for Tomorrow. The Liars Club is boring. If I could do it right. Yeah, I don't like that one that much. That one, I gotta say, I'm glad you got me to listen to that because I'm gonna give you game audio back. Because I had lost faith that the album would be decent after the third song, but now having heard that fourth song, I think it can still be a decent album. But I don't think it sounds as much like Fear and Loathing actually as Shoulders does, just in that was more of like a straight up metalcore song. I guess I'm dashing too hard. Oh, perfect. Almost hit the ceiling there, but I pulled it through. Can't do that. Hey. All right. Ooh. No. God damn it. That's not it either. What's the angle here? to do this one. I didn't love Shoulders, keep in mind, but I liked the hook on it, specifically because I found it just, like, relatable. Like, it's a sentiment I like having been expressed in song, because it was like, if I remember correctly, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm dumb. It was like a song about haters, like, about just having, like, somebody who's just a fucking in your life to be a hater. And, you know, I can relate. Trixie, darling, slow down. Who said that? Oh, I'm simply a concerned observer. Are you me? I'm part of you. Why would part of me look so creepy? This is just what I look like, okay? Deal with it. Sorry, I didn't mean... Forget about it. I can't tell you what a relief it is to finally get out of your head. But look, I'm worried about us. We need a hobby, but this... I know it sounds crazy, but I need to climb this mountain. You are many things, darling, but you are not a mountain climber. Who says I can't be? I know it's not your strong suit, but be reasonable for once. You have no idea what you're getting into. You can't handle this. That is exactly why I need to do this. Are you the weak part of me or the lazy part? I'm the pragmatic part. And I'm trying to be diplomatic here. Let's go home together. Fuck you, evil me. Oh shit. Oh, well, okay. Bro, you seen my phone with $5. What do you imagine your life to be like in 20 years? Career-wise, lifestyle, goals, etc. Man, it's really difficult for me to even imagine what the world will look like in 20 years. What I'm hoping is that I will be like a VR 3D sculptor or something. Like, I'm hoping that's the level we'll be at where like it's very user accessible to like create art inside of VR spaces. Or maybe even a VR game designer, if like, because when I think about like the progression of the technology that makes games like Little Big Planet possible, and like translating that into a 3D VR space where you can manipulate 3D objects easily, you know, with your hands if you have the right types of controllers. I think that's like where we'll be at artistically 20 years from now, is like maximum level of user generated content, because like so much of what corporations are going to be doing is just creating mechanisms by which users can generate content. And that'll be really interesting. Oh boy. As for lifestyle, I hope to be running some sort of studio, you know, Yig Studio. But like Yig Studio, I want to be. Currently, Yig Studio is me, so I'd like for it to be more than just me, and to be something actually resembling, you know, the common definition of a studio. I think the people who I admire the most in the world are people like Masao Maruyama, who was the founder of Madhouse and lead producer on most of their work, and ran the studio, and Mashimo Koichi, who ran B-Train as a hospital studio specifically to like train new animators and help people who are like who are struggling in the industry. Being anything like either of those people would be a good way to feel about myself, you know? Can you have a job at Yig Studio? Depends on what you do and what form it ends up taking. I mean, if you have a project you think that we could do together, you know, pitch it. Fuck. I'm hoping, or rather I'm planning, within the next couple days to storyboard a comic for Mint Salad. Because Mint said she wanted us to collaborate on some kind of LGBT-themed comic book for Pride Month that she wants to draw in the style of Stop Hibari-kun, which sounds incredible. I'm considering writing. Let me know if anybody has read the manga that I talked about in my video today called Love Me for Who I Am. Let me know right now in the chat so that I can run an idea by you for a fan fiction that I'm considering writing about it. Kiralu says I want to help Mint. Let her know any way you can that you want to. Mint is absolutely fucking killing it these days. Her work ethic is totally insane. Because she's like does stuff around the house and has a regular day job and puts out a video like every day and draws comics and commissions and does podcasts with me. So yeah, she's like just constantly putting stuff out and getting very close to a point that she can actually do it as a career full time. So but anyway, my idea for that manga, for the fanfic, would be to ship the lesbian character with the trans girl who works at the restaurant named May something, because she was like the most popular character for being like the most trans girl. Like all of the characters are somewhere on the gender identity spectrum, but May is like the one who explicitly is like, I consider myself a woman despite being assigned male at birth, and that's what makes me happy, you know? But I don't know if they ever establish her sexuality at all. Like if they ever say that she's attracted to men or women or whatever in the actual manga. So I was like, well, the lesbian girl would totally fall in love with her because she's even girlier than her. Like she's the girliest girl, and that's what I can't remember that fucking character's name, but that's what she's interested in. So I feel like they would make a natural couple, and it would be really good and people would like it. But let me know what you think. Do you think that ship works? Is there anything that contradicts it if you've read the manga and remember it better than I do? Wait, do I keep boost charge after doing... I did not realize I was keeping the boost charge after going through the stuff. That's how I've been fucking up this whole time. Incredible. thank God. Whoa, now there's more. They were like, hey, did you just say, oh, thank God? Well, you need to stop thinking like that, buddy. Ooh. Oh, right, you can go through the spikes on that side. Oops. That was cute. Oh, fuck. I have not played the new Call of Duty game. Boy, this is gonna be one of those screens, isn't it? Fuck. Shit. Oh shit, what happened there? I guess I ran into the wall and got stuck? Fuck. Ah, fuck. Damn it. I didn't realize I wasn't dead. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. You really gotta not fuck that up. Damn it. Ah. Ah, no. Yes. Big screen clear. Am I free of the other me? Music slowly fading away as I go is a really nice touch. Hello? I wanted it to go do 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 do. Anyone else? Trixie? Are you calling from a payphone? Yeah? No, wait. You called me. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. I'm in trouble. I'm being chased by someone. I don't really understand what's going on, but I know I'm in danger. I can feel it. Trixie, you only call me when you're panicking in the middle of the night. You don't have to make up some ridiculous story just to get my attention. I'm not making it up. You always do this. Shh, it's all right. Calm down. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Talk to me. I'm climbing Celeste Mountain, and I found this old mirror, and it's shattered, but part of me escaped, and I'm dreaming, aren't I? Trixie, of course you're dreaming. I haven't spoken to you in months. Why would I start now? Ugh, why am I even climbing this stupid mountain? I'm wondering the same thing. It's time to give up and go home. Oh shit. Well, I've been eaten by a grue. Ah. So it's only been asleep since here. Alright, well, I have to pee now, so I'm gonna go do that, and I hope I come back to super chats that I can rant about. After that Herculean effort. I'm back. You're losing with 20 Czechoslovakians. How was the pee? It was fine. It was normal. Nothing strange or unusual about it. Nor particularly, noteworthy. Alright, this game rules. I love it exactly as much as I hoped I would. And I'm also really having fun voicing all the characters. Let's go meet that dude. Oh there, fellow explorer. Oh, hi. Did you also trek up here to scope out these old ruins? No, I'm headed for the summit. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm Theo, by the way, an adventurer from a far-off land. Not much of a talker, are you? Mysterious lone wolf type, I get it. I'll just imagine some dark backstory for you. Hey, Theo, sorry about earlier. I'm Trixie. I've got a lot on my mind. Well, this is a good place for it. Something about these ruins feels so introspective. It's really making me take a look in the mirror, so to speak. Yeah, I get that. So what far-off land do you hail from? Well, my inquisitive compatriot, I doth hail from the mystical, enigmatic kingdom of Seattle. Sounds like a special place. Climbing up here was tough, but totally worth it. Just look at these ruins. I took so many great pics. Wanna see? Oh, sure. Theo, these are great. Maybe I'll finally hit 1,000 followers with these. Oh, we need to formally commemorate this occasion. Take a selfie with me. I don't know if that's such a good idea right now. Come on, it's easy, like this. That look. Sorry about that. Don't worry, I won't post that one. No, it's alright, you can post it. I'm just not photogenic. Trixie, don't be so hard on yourself. No one looks good without a filter. Casual, yet refined. What made you want to try photography? My grandpa was really into it. Apparently, he was semi-famous in the photography world. I don't know if I'll ever be that good at it, but it's nice to feel close to him. So you're determined to climb the entire mountain? Yeah, I told myself I would. I'm done breaking promises to myself. Life goals, I dig it. I doubt I'll make it to the top like you, but I'm not ready to turn back just yet. Are you getting any data up here? I don't have a smartphone. Trixie, I don't even know how to respond to that. Well, he literally didn't know how to respond to that. That was delightful. Hello. Big blue heart. How do I get... There's a dusty old book open on the table. A poem is written on the faded page. An apparition, not of this world, but because of it, lurking out of frame. Awake, my heart is a fortress. In dreams, I am vulnerable. Maybe I can only get here inside of a dream. Seems like it. Oh, it ran away. Is it just because I took the wrong approach? Nope. Runs away no matter what. Fascinating. Must also be something I can only do in dreams. Reach my heart, I mean. Hello? Hey, Mom. Trixie, what a nice surprise. How's your trip? It's okay, I'm just kind of overwhelmed. Oh no, are you having another panic attack? Focus on your breathing, honey, I'm here. What's going on? I need it. Chapter complete. I died 141 times. Incredible. Hotel, motel, holiday inn. There's a hotel up here? It's the fucking Grand Budapest Hotel up in this. Oh, I had to not dash. Well, I didn't read that before I left, so go, man. Ooh, this place looks neat. Getting that Castlevania vibe. Probably don't want to touch any of that sludge. Ooh. Oops. Damn. I don't know how to get that one. Key. lock. Please ring for service. Hello? Oh! Welcome, may I help you? Are you a ghost? A ghost? Don't be silly. I'm the concierge of this fine establishment. Welcome to the world-renowned Celestial Resort Hotel. Mr. Oshiro, at your service. 2 guests in 1 day. Business is finally picking up. How long will you be staying with us? Oh, I'm just passing through. I'm climbing the mountain. Do you have a back exit? A back exit? Just passing through. This will not do. You know I can still hear you, right? In any case, our rear service door is reserved for hotel staff only. However, our top floor presidential suite features a world-class view of the peak. Yes, you'll be quite comfortable up there. Maybe I could get on the roof from there and climb down the back? The presidential suite, marvelous idea, Oshiro. What is your name for our records? I'm Trixie. But again, I'm really not interested in staying. Right this way, Miss Trixie. It appears to be a very old and dusty guest book. Many of the pages are damaged or missing. The comments, however, are glowing. We'll never forget our time here. I've never felt more at peace. Thank you. Got a 30 shekel super chat from MNNM. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Rant about the overuse of medieval fantasy aesthetic. That Final Fantasy 16 trailer looks so generic. All that medieval isekai too, leave it to creative people who can do new things with it, like From Software. I have not seen this Final Fantasy 16 trailer, but that sounds disappointing, considering that Final Fantasy is usually very specifically not generic. And is one of the main appealing factors of that whole series is its unique aesthetic and usually unique take on generic fantasy tropes. But yeah, I kind of agree. I've never been hugely into like the stock, you know, like I love the Lord of the Rings films, but like everything that's not at that caliber just feels like, well, I could be watching the Lord of the Rings, you know? A lot of the isekai stuff, like, really, I think the point of it is just that they're all trying to explore exactly one mechanic. Like, almost every single one of those stories is, like, an author read another similar story and then went like, oh, I want to do that, but it's like this, you know, where it's got my fetish or my worldview or my whatever the hell thing that they need to get off their chest, and then, you know, its resemblance to other successful properties will allow it to become successful itself. But yeah, it's I mean, I understand it, because I really do think that what the more I've grown as a critic and the more I have perspective about just humanity in general, the biggest like takeaway I've had is that familiarity is everything. Like, making people familiar with you is the best way to like grow yourself. Truly the pinnacle example of this is Donald Trump and the Emp Lemon video about how he memed his way to presidency is a really great case study in just like how his brand has always just been being as noticeable as possible. That's it. It's just that like he's famous for being rich. Not that he's so rich, just that that's what he's famous for. And so being famous for being rich makes you like the go-to conception of a rich person, you know? Like he basically made himself the cultural reference point for being a rich guy. And that, you know, ended up being insanely powerful, you know, going forward. But like everything that he did to achieve that reputation is also what he did to, you know, be able to become president. So like watching that happen really taught me a lesson in like how to grow yourself, you know, as a creator, but also like how the reliance on familiarity is so important, because like your audience literally can't handle things that are too new. Like if it doesn't seem relatable, they're just going to be like, well, what is this? And it's been really interesting for me, especially hanging out with Riley, where sometimes I'll have an idea that's like particularly strange and he'll just be like, well, can you like, how'd you even think of this, you know? And then I'll explain like, okay, well, I've seen this movie or I heard this song, you know, like there's some kind of obscure reference point. And as long as there is a reference point, that's always where he can kind of get it. Like, oh, okay, I understand. Like that, I see where how this came to be, you know? Like when you can follow the chain of influence of how something came to be, then it's like it helps you to understand and get more perspective on it. So yeah, I really do think that you know, that the popularity of generic fantasy is just because it's an easy go, like everybody understands it. You just implicitly understand it. And especially if you're trying to make something really niche like otaku media usually is, like couching it in that generic fantasy will draw in a much bigger audience than likely would have taken an interest in something that was more obviously as weird as it actually is, you know? Anyway, please follow me closely, Miss Trixie. The elevator is just down the hall. The hotel is in pretty rough shape. Is it really open for business? Of course we're open. The Celestial Resort Hotel would never close during prime tourism season. Rough shape? What did she mean by that? Oh, please allow me to carry your luggage. My bag? No thanks, I'll keep it. Very well. What a peculiar guest. Oh shit, I just walked right off the edge. Ooh, tricky. Ah. Go. Sayaka Miki with $10. Domo arigato gozaimasu. I hope you consider these streams profitable enough to keep them coming for a while. They're by far my favorite content you've made. They absolutely are, especially when you make nice super chat donations like that. But yeah, this is actually my #1 source of income right now, is doing these streams. I make more in a couple hours of streaming typically than like the amount that I make in like 2 hours of live streaming is typically equivalent to what I could be making in like 8 hours of doing a regular job. But there's diminishing returns where usually the super chats will really start slowing down after about 2 hours. Sometimes I can go up to 4 and it's still worth it, but there's only so many people watching, and you know, so when everybody who's, you know, sort of always regularly donating has already made their contribution for that stream, then it's sort of like, let's see if anybody else shows up who also wants to donate, you know, and then if nobody does, then eventually I usually shut it down, which, you know, more than 2 hours is getting into the territory of a longer stream anyways, I guess. But I know people who live stream like on Twitch be streaming just all the damn time, which I guess at this point I am streaming enough for it to be comparable to being a Twitch streamer. I don't really see much need to make a Twitch though, because I don't want to like divide my audience any further. Just want everything to be as centralized as possible, and I like having the VODs on the channel because they actually do get views, especially because of the incredible effort that TrueFox puts into time coding them. Kira Lu with $2, rawer income, thank you very much. And Martin with €5 says, rant about shows which are better when watching with friends. I recently rewatched Hajime no Ippo with friends, and I have never laughed so much. Yeah, that's definitely a show to watch with friends. My friends all marathoned that show, particularly, you know, my brother Victor, and because I still haven't actually watched most of Hajime no Ippo myself, but Vic and a bunch of my friends would watch it at the house. So I've seen a bunch of episodes randomly, sporadically through it, but it seems like a show that gets people really hype. Gurren Lagann also, you know, anything that's on that level of like just fuck yeah energy, where there's like big kick-ass moments that everybody can kind of lose their shit about together, is going to be a good answer. But also Lucky Star, which I just rewatched for the sake of my video about it, and I still appreciate the show in the sense that like I know what's good about it, but it really is way more fun to watch that show with other people who get it. Like, the best experiences I've had with Lucky Star have been watching it with friends, especially with alcohol. But you know, it's not a show that I find as easily watchable by myself. So any of those kinds of like, I mean, most comedy, I don't really want to watch comedy by myself. I would much prefer to have somebody laughing with me than for me to just be losing my shit all alone in my room. All right. Twitch is too inside jokey. I totally agree. I don't the stuff I've seen on Twitch, I've never really understood, and so yeah, I figure stick to what I know. I do well on here. The rant requests really help too, because like on Twitch, normally it's about having regulars. It's like people who, you know, are paying monthly or whatever for a certain tier and they get like this and that. But on YouTube, it's like I'm specifically selling rants on most of these streams, and that's where a lot of the money's coming from. So like, you know, it's just a better system for what I'm trying to do. I've definitely made way more money on YouTube streaming than I did in the brief time I was a Twitch partner as I Am Games. But what else was I gonna say? I forget. Miss Trixie, I really must implore you to keep up. I'm running a world-class establishment here. I don't have time to wait around for meandering guests. You really don't have to wait for me. I'm just looking for a way through this place. Oshiro, you idiot. The customer is always right. Business is finally picking up and you lose your temper? Oh, of course, Miss Trixie. My sincere apologies. I was out of line. Please, feel free to explore at your leisure. Oh, everything's just like a mess of beds and blankets and stuff. It's like Spirited Away, but disorganized. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. YouTube keeps pushing me to set up memberships because it's like similar to having Patreon functionality built into YouTube. I don't really see any reason not to do it since I could just offer similar things. Like I could basically build something that I can offer on the Patreon, the Substack, and the YouTube, and just let people take their pick, basically. But this clutter is out of control. When did this happen? I don't even know where to begin. Mr. Oshiro, do you run this place by yourself? You're right, Miss Trixie. I'll never sort this mess out alone. It's hopeless. That's not what I meant. Just breathe, Mr. Oshiro. Breathe. It's just a little spring cleaning. Well, more than a little. But I can help. You're too kind. But I wouldn't even bother. It's a lost cause. How long have you been running the hotel? Oh, quite some time now. Business has been slow. You must really love your work. Oh, yes, Miss Trixie. In the hotel business, our passion is perfecting the delicate art of hospitality. A truly great hotel lives eternally in the cherished memories of its satisfied guests. That's the spirit. Now let's get started on this mess. Alright, help me out, Ghosty Man. Clean all your bullshit. Probably can't get to that key yet. It would be cute if the rant request popped on screen with a cute sound or something, though. That would be. I gotta find out if there's a way for me to set that up, because there probably is. Rather, I should say, there definitely is. There's definitely a way to set that up. And I should figure it out. It'll be something like me going, "Hi, Genki!" Damn it. Oh yeah, it should just be arigato gozaimasu. That would be a good one. Arigato gozaimasu. Just like really like all slurred together. Arigato gozaimasu. Hey, arigato gozaimasu. Something like that. All right. That was an interesting one. Oh boy. Kiralu with $5. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Come to a West Coast, Best Coast convention. I will as soon as I get invited to one again. Trying to grow that brand back up so that they start inviting me back to places. Because the only two times I've ever done West Coast conventions were Crunchyroll Expo and Anime Expo, both of which I was actually a guest at. I was not paid to do Anime Expo, but I did get to be there for free, and I think I got a free hotel. Yeah. And then at Crunchyroll Expo, I was actually paid to be there, and also given a hotel and all that, so that was pretty neat. But I don't think the Crunchyroll people like me anymore, so I'm not counting on that one. Even though I really liked High Guardian Spice, so maybe they'll forgive me. I haven't even begun cleaning, and already I feel a renewed lightness of spirit. That's the power of positive thinking. Actually, I cleared out some of the clutter for you. Oh, yes, thank you, Miss Trixie. But please, relax and let the hotel staff handle it. Oshiro, you fool, you're losing her. Guests don't want to spend their time cleaning. Are you okay? Yes, of course. This is the finest hotel you'll ever visit, you'll see. How could I let my problems pile up like this? Did they reach out to you or vice versa? They reached out to me in both of those cases. The only con I've ever reached out to was Otakon, which I have done press for a few years. I've never been an actual guest there. I have applied to do a panel and not gotten approved before, but it wasn't that good of an idea for one. But yeah, I was invited to BronyCon a couple times, and that was the first convention I ever did as a guest. And then, actually, before that, I did a panel at NekoCon. So I was a panelist before I was even a YouTuber. That was just something I did one year because NekoCon's relatively local, and me and another blogger did a panel there on anime that came out in the US that nobody bought but is good. And then yeah, I've never been approved for an Otakon panel, but I have been pressed there a bunch of years even before I was doing YouTube. And then I was invited to Toricon in Rochester. That was just because they found out I lived there, and somebody who was doing guest organizing was a fan. And then, Crunchyroll Expo, it was because Miles from Crunchyroll invited me and Gigic there to do our debate, which went really well. And then, I don't know how I got invited to Anime Expo. I don't remember. I assume I just got it. It was because that year they were doing, like, lots of influencer guests. So they had, like, all these, like, really minor influencer guest panels. I had a really great turnout for that, though. Like, full room, which was crazy. Wasn't a huge room, but it was a full room. I guess I always had full rooms at BronyCon too, but BronyCon's a whole fucking different story. BronyCon is the only convention I've done where I was legitimately treated like a celebrity by both the people who were at the con and the staff. Oof. I guess Toricon kind of treated me like a celebrity in the fact that they had like that's the only con I've done where I had an attendant, like somebody who was there to like drive me to, Taco Bell or whatever, and make sure that we were taken care of. But we pretty much spent the whole time just like wandering around and not really taking advantage of that. I feel weird about being taken care of, I guess. I love it, but like has to be, I don't know. As the day went on, I eventually like became friends with the person and felt less weird about it. Alrighty. Hey. Oh, I understand what I'm doing now. I'm like opening cabinets that's like seemingly suck a bunch of shit into space, like into the vacuum. It's looking a lot nicer in here. Can you show me to the exit now? But Miss Trixie, you've barely enjoyed the myriad luxuries that our hotel has to offer. We can talk more once I finish cleaning. I'm very busy. Yes, young people have no respect these days. You're welcome, sheesh. Do you want my help or not? It's over, Oshiro. She hates you. I'm sorry. Your hotel it's beautiful, truly world class. I wish I could stay. No need to humor me, Miss Trixie. I understand. Theo, are you a guest here too? Trixie, I am so happy to see you right now. I'm all about spooky mysteries, but this is getting too real. Have you talked to Mr. Oshiro? I think he could really use some help. You think? He's a creepy old weirdo. I bet he's cleaning out a nook to hide our bodies as we speak. I'm gonna crawl through this vent. It's blowing cold air in from outside. Come on. Mr. Oshiro's troubled, but I don't think he wants to hurt us. He just needs to clean up this mess. I want to help him. Trixie, that's very sweet, but this is dangerous. We need to get out of here and call an expert on creepy old dudes. We aren't prepared for this. I think I can get through to him. Go on ahead, and I'll catch up with you later.
Man, you're more stubborn than my sister. I thought that was impossible. Take care of yourself.
That After Dark panel I did was at Toricon, not at Otakon. Thanks, Theo. I'll see you outside. How long was I blogging before I started YouTube? I think I started... I guess I would say I started in 2006 writing reviews for a site that was just called Digital Boy Reviews. And then I started my proper anime blog in 2007 in April. And then my YouTube channel, I mean, I had a YouTube channel from 2007 on, but I started making analytical videos on it in 2012. And then I created the Digibrony channel separately to be my like main, you know, content channel, because the other one was the Modal Soul Productions channel, which is, you know, still up and everything's there, is just full of shit that I had made for the first 5 years of my YouTube existence that you know, was just not really created with the idea of being a commercial product. So you know, the Digibro Knee channel was created from the ground up to be a thing I did as a career. Go into options and set screen shake to 0. I promise it will look better on your eyes. But I like the screen shake. What's wrong with it? Ugh. Right. We'll see what happens. We'll see how I feel about it. Oh, there's like a heat vent there. Fuck. Whew. Alrighty. Goodbye, clothes and blankets. An old paper sticks out from amid the clutter. A
Attention hotel staff. It is my sad duty to inform you that the Celestial Resort Hotel will close indefinitely following this season due to circumstances beyond our control. It was an honor to have served alongside you all as we worked tirelessly to ensure that our guests enjoyed the most hospitable and memorable experience possible. I write this with a heavy heart. This hotel has become my home, its staff and my patrons my family. I will miss you all dearly, Mr. Oshiro. Ooh, ancient Chinese secret. It's Celeste. Oh my god. They really had to do a Super Meat Boy on ya. Ah. Hmm. Uh-oh. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Whatever. Fuck the strawberry. Oops. Damn it. Hmm. Is there more to this than I'm understanding? Did it give me a double dash? Okay, it did. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Hard. Hmm. There we go. Oh. I just got £2 from A Melon. What do I think about the WarioWare series? They are neat. I enjoy the games. It's definitely fun to play multiplayer. They're all very short from what I've seen. I guess I haven't played a lot of them, but the ones I've played were all like you and a friend can just chomp through this in like an hour. But you know, they're really inventive and cool. I probably haven't played whatever is considered to be the best one. I'm like remembering playing one for the Wii, and I don't know if I've played any of the Game Boy ones. I think I played one on the GameCube and one on the Wii. But yeah, they're neat. Mm. Mm. Master Chief in 343 with $5. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Just finished your video on Love Me for Who I Am. Have you ever read The Day of Revolution? It is another good manga that deals with trans issues. I haven't, but I'll put it on the list. I'm really trying to get the most I can out of Pride Month this year, honestly. I'm like, you know what? I just want to talk about a bunch of trans shit. And what better excuse than Pride Month to just be like, hey, look, it's relevant. It's all relevant this month, all right? So we're going for it. I'd been planning to make that, 5 trans recommendations video for ever since I made the Yuri one, but just had to know trans media or know enough trans anime basically to be able to put a list together. This is a tough one. Fuck. Oh, it's from 1999? That does sound really interesting. Yes. Amazing save. I see. Damn it. Well, I could probably just go straight from there over to there, right? Fuck. Hmm. Hmm. A melon with £5. Do you still stand by the points made in the Asterisk War Sucks video part, or PS? I really enjoyed that video and hope we see more of those types of videos. I do. I don't think I said anything in that I wouldn't still agree with. I don't think I said anything outlandish or out of pocket in there. You know, I pretty much only have videos listed that I still would stand by. Like I pretty much have unlisted any content that, oh, what the oh, interesting. Yeah, I pretty much have unlisted anything I wouldn't want people to still watch, you know, that I wouldn't consider representative of my opinions or whatever. So it's a pretty safe bet. I stand by whatever's still publicly available on the channel. But yeah, I like those videos a lot. And if you want something similar, I mean, the closest thing I've done recently is the Cowboy Bebop comparison. Comparing the original show against the horrible Netflix adaptation. And so, in contrast with the Asterisk War series, where that one is me, you know, breaking one show down for how bad it is for a long time and then comparing it to something that's halfway decent. This one is like 40 minutes of me, well, maybe it's like 35 minutes of me talking about what makes the original first episode of Cowboy Bebop good, and then about 50 minutes of me describing why the remake failed so incredibly badly to do the same. I'm, by the way, just like really amazed with how long this I mean, I guess maybe I probably can just like leave and go, you know, like have another opportunity to play this version of Celeste again later on, but like cuz I'm assuming I can just play through the whole thing right now since it's you know, it hasn't stopped me and I've been going for quite a while. Am I going to have another rant call-in show sometime soon? I don't know when it will be, but I'll definitely do more of those. Like that, I want to do that forever. I want that to be like a whole show that I do. So mostly it's just about getting a studio space organized, because that was all recorded when I was down at the ASE Presents studio. So, you know, I had a really strong organization of like soundproofing and knowing that I had the floor for 6 hours and everything, you know. So, but yeah, the next time that I'm hanging out with the ASE Presents crew will probably be the next time that I do the rant room. Mm-mm. Oops. I keep jumping too late. Damn it. Oh, you have to start from the bottom every time? I see. Mm. All right. Huh. Mm. Oh, this one is particularly nauseating. F Moo with $5. Domarigato gozaimasu. Saw you had Mr. Girl on your Discord. How did you find him? / what is your relationship to him? / what do you think of his vids? I think his videos are really interesting. I found out about him because of the same reason everyone else did, I guess. He's friends with Vito from the Dick Show, and he's been a guest on the Dick Show. He's talked to Riley, who I work with a lot. So that was how I the way I really became intrigued by him is that Riley became intrigued by him and showed me his stuff and was like, this guy is fucking incredible. And I think all of his little mansplaining videos or whatever are great. I usually pretty much agree with his take on society and how people be and how it be. Not all of his opinions, though. Oh my god, I did it. And I really liked his album, Boundaries. I did a review of that on the Whatcha Reviewin' channel that you can check out. But Yeah, I thought it was really solid. Very emotional shit. But yeah, and he's also somebody who's a great debater. I actually did a podcast with him that never got released because of the fact that I moved right afterwards, and the data was on a computer I didn't have access to for like 5 months, and by then it was like so out of date that I was just like, this isn't really worth putting out anymore. Which is a shame because I haven't done anything else with him since, so it would have been the only time I've talked to him directly. But I'll definitely find a chance to do it again, I think. Taekwondo BBK with $10. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Recently watched Girlish Number and really liked it. With a strong 6, something on Mal. Why do you think the show is disliked, and how do you find hidden gem shows besides watching everything? Besides watching everything, it's extremely hard. I mean, honestly, you just gotta investigate everything that you think looks interesting, and don't concern yourself with what anyone else's opinion is or whatever the common consensus is, because chances are it's wrong. But yeah, with Girlish Number, I think it's just a little too, like, I don't know, inside baseball for most people to really get what is supposed to be funny about it, or like what, like, to even know like what it's making fun of and referencing, you know, because it's very much about the industry, and specifically about like people who are terrible. That's the other thing. The main characters are terrible, like on purpose, but that a lot of people don't like shows where they don't feel like they can explicitly root for the main character. I love shows in which you explicitly shouldn't root for the main character, but want to anyways, because, you know, in the case of that show, mostly just because she's cute, and it's hilarious how fucking much of an idiot she is while being so self-assured. She is like Dunning-Kruger personified as an anime girl. And again, not necessarily likable to lots of people. So I think that's a big part of it. But yeah, when it comes to discovering obscure anime, you really do just gotta kind of be on top of it. Nobody's ever gonna like exactly all the stuff you like. Fuck. No. Nope. Don't know why I thought that would work, because then you'd be able to do it right from the start. Oh, I hate this. I hate this screen. I officially have come to feel the hate. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Why? Why no up? Yes. Holy fucking shit. That goddamn screen. Whew. can't hear my own brain anymore. Okay. I'm starting to, aside from not wanting to continue this challenge in particular, also feeling like I'm getting boring. I haven't been saying anything. I'm just really fucking concentrated on 8-bit Celeste right now. This is much more of just an intense, grindy challenge than the main game in terms of just like, alright, do it again. Alright, do it again. Alright, do it again. Alright, do it again. Not that the main game wasn't like that, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna wrap this here live stream up in just a little bit. So, you know, say your goodbyes. And then I'll get out of here. Ah. It's so hard. It is so hard. Ah. I wouldn't say that I'm not impressed enough to find an end to this. I think I would. Just not on stream, where, you know, again, because I'm just like, I'm so concentrated that it's really hard for me to talk. This is more of a thing to set aside a day to just do sometime. I only have like 10 screens to go. Aw, man. I mean, I could do this all again. It didn't actually take that long. So if there's only 10 more screens, I won't mind so much if I stop right now. Although I did just finally get past that one. What in the fuck? Okay. Ah. I'm giving this 5 more tries. That was 1. That was 2. That was 3. That was 4. And that was 5. All right, I'm done. See you all later. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for the support, the super chats. I love this game. I'll definitely play more of it, maybe on stream, though probably not this specific